Oh no! Oh, there he is.
There's the other guy.
What is going on, everybody? It's Wes and Andy. Here we are. It's a Random
again.
Fandom Tuesday night. I sound like I've smoked 40 packs of cigarettes. God, that's a horrible feeling.
Nah, you're nowhere near as bad as
excuse
it could be. I mean, you could be like, I don't know what I'm talking about.
You know, like covering the whole. No,
I don't
like that.
recommend vaccines.
What are we? We are Random Fandom, the 104th edition for the week of June 10th. This week, some interesting news to talk about. Are you a fan of OnlyFans?
I am aware of it. I don't subscribe to it. All my money is diverted into plastic funds.
I hear you.
And paper.
Mine as well. As I used what little shelf space I had left to temporarily store some of the new arrivals until I get a redo. I want to shout out. Let's go back to that one. Let's shout out Adam at Go Figure, who just put out a new video yesterday on his new collection space. And it is beautiful.
I'm gonna have to go check that out after the show.
It kind of reminds me of our space here because, like this, Adam's space is like super dense. And as he said in the comments, you know, one figure is literally 2 hours of rearranging to put a new one in. And I totally empathize with that because that's the case here as well. I wish I only had one to slot in. I've very many. Let's just leave it at that. Very many.
So many figures. All the figures.
So many. So many.
Good evening, Sean.
Well, hey, Sean. How are you? Hope you're doing well. I also want to get this out of the way early. I want to put a quick plug out there for RonCon. The 25th International kicks off this coming weekend, Saturday. So you and I, of course, will be there. And be joining our friends from Go Figure and Azazel's Clubhouse, Cobra Lang, and a few others to name. I don't know the full guest list yet.
Ooh.
And I'm on it, damn it.
Surprise guests.
It's weird when you're a guest and you don't know who everybody else is, but that's part of the fun. We're going to meet some people
to figure out.
We're going to meet some people that we've never met before. So that's exciting. I'm very much looking forward to that. And it is, of course, a mix of in-person and virtual events. So keep your eyes glued, not necessarily to this channel, because I don't think we're doing anything virtual on our channel, but I'm pretty sure we're piping in on some of the other stuff. So more on that to come. Watch our socials for that.
Yep.
I guess
we should get to the sad
news. Let's get that out of the way so we can get on with the fun stuff. Who did we lose this week?
Unfortunately, this week we lost Sly Stone of
what?
Sly and the Family Stone.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
Sylvester Sly Stone Stewart has left us at the age of 82.
My gosh.
Yeah, like super influential in soul, rock, R&B. Like he paved the way for funk in its heyday.
I defy you to say that there isn't a Sly and the Family Stone song on your in your Spotify.
Well, seeing as I don't
wait,
I haven't.
You don't have a Spotify?
I'm a hardcore CD and MP3 guy.
Wait, you got to have a CD then.
I do.
Okay, all right, that works.
Yeah,
that works.
But his family confirmed his death in a statement shared with CBC News. They are quoted as saying, "It is with profound sadness that we announce the passing of our beloved dad, Sly Stone of Sly and the Family Stone. After a prolonged battle with chronic obtrusive pulmonary disease and underlying health issues, he passed away peacefully, surrounded by his 3 children and his closest friend, his extended family. And while we mourn his absence, we take solace in knowing that his extraordinary musical legacy will continue to resonate and inspire for generations to come."
COPD, man. When it's that bad, like when it's life threatening, it's awful.
Yeah.
It's horrible. Like imagine drowning.
Yeah.
Laying in your bed and drowning in your own fluids. It's awful.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry for that.
Yeah. He's survived by his 3 children, and condolences to them and all his fans. But that's all our sad news for this week.
It's
So
just a short list this week.
mean,
Okay, that's good
all
then.
this sucks, but at least there's not more of it.
All right, let's turn our attention to something a little more fun, and let's kick it off with our first game of the evening. Of course, it is the old reliable
Random Fandom Trivia.
I like a little random fandom trivia.
Well, I got one for you this week.
Okay, all right.
What is the name of the prison where the characters in the TV series Orange is the New Black are incarcerated?
Oh, I know this one.
Is
this one.
A. Shawshank State Penitentiary, Litchfield Penitentiary, Folsom State Prison, or Rikers Island?
Oh, I like your selections this week. I'm a fan of those. I know this one. I'm going to abstain from this one. I know this one. I knew it before you put the answers up. So I watched this. This was the first big Netflix original series, and man, it was a banger. It was a good series. Good series. It did kind of weaken towards the end, but I think that's what happens when your writing exceeds sort of the material that it's based on. Because it's based on a book, right? It's based on a true story, or a
semi-true story.
Well, true story, but
okay.
Yeah. So answers are pouring in. We got Sean coming in at C.
Folsom State Prison.
Folsom State, where they sing the blues.
That's right.
Well, I mean, Shawshank, is that even a real thing?
Maybe.
Rikers Island. I love it. I do love it. I love it. Is that it? Is that all for all?
Uh-oh.
What's wrong?
I don't know. Sean's put his answer in. Is anybody else going to chime in?
I guess I can. I don't know.
I don't think we need to run the sounder.
No, I don't think so.
Well, Sean, unfortunately, it is not C. It is B.
Litchfield. Yeah, man. And in the series, it is a privately run prison. It is a for-profit prison. It's not state-owned. It's private, which is true. There are privately run correctional facilities in the U.S.
All over the world.
It's weird, yeah.
El Salvador comes to mind.
Not here, though. We don't have any privately run, do we? I don't think we do. I think they're all government.
I think so.
Yeah.
But elsewhere in the world.
Well.
Yeah.
That's a whole other thing.
Yeah, it is. But in the series, it's portrayed as a women's correctional facility located in upstate New York near Utica. Features both minimum and maximum security sections and is based in part on the Federal Correction Institute in Danbury, Connecticut.
That's probably where. So the main character, Piper, that is the author, or her character is based on the author of the book and her time in prison. That's probably where she was held.
More than likely.
Yeah.
Sean was just
taking a shot at it. No, that's fair. It's totally fair. Listen, you don't get what is it? You don't get the goals. You don't
100%
of the shots you don't take. That's the one.
Yeah.
I was trying to hockeyfy that. You miss 100% of the goals you don't take the slap shot on. Something like that. By the way, Stanley Cup fever on right now.
Mm-hmm.
Are you following?
I hear mom and dad watching it across the house.
You know what the coolest thing about the Stanley Cup has been so far?
Edmonton?
Triumph reunited for a 3-song set at the beginning of game 2.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, Mike Levine couldn't make it this week because he had a specialist appointment that he could not reschedule. But yeah, man, it was cool too.
Nice. Well, this first one is actually the power of fan movement, I guess you could call it. But last week we were talking about R-Truth getting released from WWE.
Yes.
Well, at the weekend or on the weekend at Money in the Bank, he returned in the main event to attack John Cena. And everybody's like, oh, it was all just a work. But
That's my
no,
first thought too.
he has come out on social media and said, no, this was not a work.
No, I am leaving.
They did let him go. The contract was done. But
Okay.
because of fan pressure, they walked back their mistake, got a proper new contract.
No
for him,
way.
and he is now back.
Oh,
But
that's so good.
he is dropping the name R-Truth and going by his actual name, Ron Killings. That way, should it run out again,
Yeah.
he's going to carry his name forward.
He can always wrestle under his own name.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
That's probably a wise decision. And I think, as you were saying last week, his ring presence being like as good as it is, a lot of fans are probably going to be happy about this.
oh yeah, it was quite the shock to see him come back at Money in the Bank. But like his son, Christopher Killings, has took to Instagram to confirm that it is a new signed contract.
Well, that's good. I mean, it's good when a big corporation like that listens to sort of the fan community and kind of realize that
we fucked up.
we might have made a boo boo.
Yeah, exactly, Sean. He brings
bringing in the money.
Yeah.
Yep, for sure.
So yeah, welcome back. Other news coming out: a sequel to Alien Romulus is going to begin shooting in October.
No way.
Yeah. The director, Fede Alvarez, was on a podcast and through a roundabout way of saying what he could do and what he could attend.
Yeah.
And asked, what are you going to be attending in October? He's like, no, we should be in production by then.
Oh, no way.
So,
that's cool. That's cool. So what, like people were asking about personal appearances or something?
Yeah, I guess there's something over in Europe they wanted him to
convention or something.
And he said, if we're shooting in Europe, sure, we could probably make it work. But we should be in production. So
nice. Did you like Romulus?
I have yet to watch it start to finish. I've seen the first half. So
it's okay. It's okay. Like this particular shot that you're using right now kind of shows off one of the weapons, which is evocative of the pulse rifle from Aliens. So there is a nod to Aliens. There's also nods to Alien as it sort of takes place prior to the 1979 Aliens. So there's the connective tissue is there. Sometimes maybe a little contrived, but otherwise, this movie's pretty good.
This is the one that had the crazy fast face hug.
Oh yeah.
Like a freaking swarm of them coming.
Yes, it did.
Sleeping.
Yeah,
which was awesome to see. But
yeah, it's the. Is that, I don't know if I'm. Was the first time I was actually kind of like watching an alien movie.
Well, in Aliens, we don't get to see it that much when they get unleashed in the room with Ripley and Newt. Because it's
that's true.
Them just scurrying behind stuff, but
yeah. In this one,
it is implied they are super fast
with modern CGI. You get to see the face huggers like really, really more menacing than we've ever seen them before. And if you have not seen this, spoiler, like they really lean into Giger's original artwork.
Yeah,
and I'll leave it at that.
Yeah,
let's leave it at that. It's
fair enough.
Rather shocking.
Well,
or maybe not. I don't know. It depends on your
own
sensibilities.
Supposed to be about intrusion and invasion, and
they definitely
violation.
Get that across. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So,
sorry, this is a side note. I feel it's like adjacent.
Okay.
Did you see Killer of Killers yet?
No, I have not watched it yet.
Man, are we talking about that tonight?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
No,
so
okay. Can we talk a little bit about it?
Yeah.
Can I talk about it now?
Sure.
So Dan Trachtenberg, the director of Killer of Killers, who's also director of Prey, has been making the media rounds in support. Now that the series is anthology movie. I'll call it a movie because there's no breaks.
Yeah,
there's no breaks. It's just a straight up three act, 4 act technically story, and it's all interconnected. There's a big spoiler at the end, which I won't spoil for you, Andy, but it does
already been spoiled if it's based on the screenshot I saw today.
Oh, they already. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's like a side-by-side comparison
of
Girl from Prey.
Yeah. Okay, so the cryo freezing.
Okay.
Essentially, what happens is Killer of Killers tells us that the predators, and part of why they keep coming back to Earth, hence the title of the whole thing, Killer of Killers, everybody who's killed a predator, it's implied that they're at some point they're gathered, like body snatched, chucked into cryo freezing, and then taken to another world where the killer of killers are unfrozen for an arena of sport to fight another predator. And so you have these three historical figures from different periods of history. You get like a Scandinavian woman, a ninja,
Mm.
and a guy, a pilot from World War II, all frozen at different points in history, but are all unthawed to fight this predator on another world. And then the spoiler is, as they're, putting people back into storage, it's this like Indiana Jones moment, in the Ark.
Yeah, where they're walking through the warehouse.
Yeah. And so like there's all the boxes and stuff, and you see like all these like chambers,
Mm-hmm.
and they pass by one, and it's like, oh, it's the girl from Prey. That's not the big deal that got me. Oh,
Do you see Danny Glover?
no.
Oh,
But Dan Trachtenberg has said, he's hinted there's more to come. Because Killer of Killers is not necessarily linked directly to the new movie. Oh my gosh.
Hunting Ground, I think, or Badlands.
Badlands. He hasn't said as much, but he is heavily implied Schwarzenegger's alive. Dutch is alive.
Well, yeah, he got out of
he survived the first movie.
Yeah.
There's a mention of his character at the beginning of Predator 2, but we never see him again.
Yeah.
So it's almost like, oh, are you going to do another, like more anthology stuff and wheel out the Dutch character?
Yeah, he's in cryo freeze.
And I mean, if you do
it,
like this in animation, like Schwarzenegger can voice his own character again.
yeah,
That would be very cool.
that's got potential.
I hope that's the way that they're going to go with this. It was a lot of fun. If you haven't seen it yet, Disney Plus, Predator, Killer of Killers, fun stuff.
I'm definitely going to watch it.
Thank you for letting me.
But now I'm all excited because I want to see, Arnold come out of a chamber and then Danny Glover pop out of the one beside him.
And then Adrian
he gets out and he's like, I'm too old for this shit.
And then Adrian Brody out of another one.
Sure. See it as we're talking about aliens. Let's continue talking.
Oh yeah, sure, of course.
We got another trailer.
For
FX's Alien Earth.
This is interesting,
and it is looking pretty good. We're introducing the concept of basically a young girl who is stricken with a disease, and her consciousness is getting transferred into one of these synthetics.
Oh really? Into one of the androids?
Yeah. So I believe that is our main hero coming out of it. But then they are tasked with, going to, investigate and retrieve whatever crashed in the ship that lands.
Yeah.
Which houses 5 of the deadliest species in the universe.
One of which just happens to be.
We don't have to wait too long. August 13th is when it's going to drop.
And this is coming out on FX, right?
Yep. Hulu and Disney Plus.
So yeah, I was going to say internationally, we'll see it on Disney Plus, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'm in for this. I'm totally in.
It looks really good. So yeah, keep watching for that.
I'm excited for this one.
Now, I had saw the promo shot for this next one, but
I thought this was the trailer you were actually going to talk about. I'm like, this thing, how did this get a trailer?
I know. I did not know there was a trailer, but then after you said it to me, I went and looked, and
lo and behold, there's a trailer
for the most hungry.
I just want to say,
bucket to come
I just
out.
want to ask, what world do we live in where a popcorn bucket gets its own trailer for the movie market?
This is an epic one. I mean, it's got friggin' LED lighting in it.
Yeah. It just seems like as of recently, like the whole popcorn bucket thing has just exploded.
It has.
I feel like,
because that's not the only one they did. There are 3 total.
What, for this movie?
For this movie.
Okay, all right.
So yeah, Fantastic Four First Steps. You're gonna have your choice of the Galactus head for the popcorn or the Fantastic Car at Regal Theaters.
Really?
But then there's also a Herbie for your drink.
I mean, that Herbie, that's a cup?
That's a cup.
Oh, I kind of want that cup. That looks really good.
The Galactus head, though.
The Herbie looks way better than the Galactus head.
A little bit of blackwash should be fine.
Oh, I guess so.
But yeah, the Herbie and the Galactus are going to be at AMC theaters, where the Fantastic Car is going to be exclusively at Regal.
At Regal. So the question is, here in Canada,
Where are we going to see it?
What are we going to see?
I don't know.
Are we going to get any of the? If anything, it'll be the Galactus one, right?
Maybe,
At what? Cineplex.
possibly. Yeah.
And then what's our other? Do we still have famous players here?
I think so.
Famous players, and I think there's another chain in Quebec, but I don't remember the name of them.
Hmm.
I bet you we'll see them.
It's possible.
Maybe not the car,
No.
but the other two. I'm betting we'll see them.
Yeah. But there is a trailer for this particular popcorn bucket, and we've linked to it in the show notes if you want to go have a look.
I think it's
Same
kind
with
of
the
funny.
Alien Earth trailer. Every trailer we're talking about tonight, we've linked.
They're all in our show
So,
notes.
Yeah, the Galactus one, they tag it as saying the hunger is real. The universe's biggest popcorn vessel is coming to a theater near you.
I will give them props though. Like as part of your movie marketing, there is footage in there that we didn't see before.
There is.
So that is interesting. Popcorn bucket. Now I got to see it.
Yep. Sean says you got to go see this movie now.
I'm pretty intrigued at this one.
This one's on my list regardless.
I have to know, Sean, did you see
Thunderbolts?
Did you see Thunderbolts? Because if you saw Thunderbolts, and I don't want to spoil it, but there's a connection.
There is.
There is a connection. Yeah.
And we're going to be talking about it later. Not so much because it
Oh.
has slipped to the number 10 spot on our box office review.
Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts. So
It's still in the top 10.
Still
Top 10.
Still hanging on.
Top 10 doesn't seem like a big deal though when you're either number one to that weekend or you're nothing.
Yep.
Second place, just first last.
If you ain't first, you're last.
Right. No, you've not. Okay, fair enough. Then I won't tell you. I won't tell you. I won't say it.
Fair enough. Are you a fan of the Dropkick Murphys?
You know what? I'm aware of them. They have a couple like I would call them like college party songs,
I would agree with that.
but like I'm not a big fan.
I quite enjoy their stuff. But they have released a new music video for their latest one. It's called Who'll Stand With Us? And oh my
Yep,
God,
yep.
is this like a social commentary right now? Like I've watched it, and it just based on like the whole news, everything coming out of the States right now with LA, and it is scary.
Yep.
What's the word here? Scary. I don't want to say accurate, but appropriate. And this is coming off their new album that will be released streaming on July 4th of this year. It'll come out on CD and LP October 10th.
That's a big gap.
It is a big gap. So
That's
it's
a
going to be
big gap.
streaming for like months before you
Yeah,
see a
yeah,
physical
yeah.
release. But, it's a good track. So if you haven't listened to it, we've linked to it. Go give it a listen.
Is that a recent photo? That's not a recent photo,
I don't
is it?
believe so. I
Yeah,
just grabbed one.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, Dropkick Murphys got a new one out. This next one. We talked last week.
We did, and I mean it's weird. It's like train wreck weird, and I
is
think that's
definitely train wreck weird.
Yeah, it is.
Because we talked last week about the OnlyFans model that landed herself in the hospital after taking an obscene amount of fornication partners within 6 hours. Well, apparently, there's a term for this. It is called competitive sex.
Is there a prize?
Bragging rights, I guess.
I don't know. It's OnlyFans, right? So I guess there's the
I guess.
revenues generated from that, I suppose.
Yeah, but OnlyFans model Tiffany Wisconsin is aiming to sleep.
That's absolutely her real name too.
Apparently.
No, I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe it is.
Could be. But she is aiming to sleep with 5,000 men this summer, and she's quoted as saying, "I'm making history."
Wow. I mean, so I have questions. First one, have we defined a start and an end date?
I would believe like the start of summer, the summer solstice.
So when is that?
Probably the first day back to school in the fall, right? So you've got roughly 2.5 months.
When is the summer solstice in 2025?
June 21st?
Friday, June 20th.
20th.
So June 20th. When is the autumn solstice in 2025? 22nd of September.
Okay.
So 20th of June. Oh, look, I can't believe I'm doing this. 20 June.
Let's do the math.
To 22 September. How many days is that? How many days from the 20th of June to the 22nd of September? That's 459 days.
Can't be. There's only
That's wrong.
365 in a
That's
year.
wrong.
No.
How many
there's
days
31.
are there between the 20th of June and the 22nd of September?
So there'd be 10 plus 31, 62, 72.
See, you were way
94.
more. You were way more. Oh, there you
94
go.
days.
94. So let's do the math. What'd you say? She's going to try 5,000 guys?
She's going to try 5,000, yeah.
So she's going to have to slay 53 dudes a day, and then one day she got to do 54.
Well, that's 2 an hour.
Oh! Yeah, but you're not going to work 24 hours.
Does she really have to be conscious for it all? As
Yes.
long as like her people
Yes.
are there observing,
I
racking that little tally counter. Yeah.
There's I'm going to go out on a limb and say she doesn't meet the goal, but just announcing that is going to give her a bump to her platform.
Yeah. She's quoted as saying, "This summer I was going to be a 2,000 guy challenge, but unfortunately somebody's already doing it and I don't want to copy or anything, so I'm deciding I'm going to do a 5,000."
Did you just pull that number out of a hat because it's a nice round even number? Like,
yes. She also is quoted as saying, "I know I can do it and it's going to be really hard, but I'm not going to do it in one day. I'm going to do it in the span of a week." What?
Go what?
So she's looking to do that in a week? She definitely has to be working 24 hours.
So wait. We get the lineup of dudes.
Yeah,
and each one comes in, one pump and they're out.
Has to be.
One pump, you're out. One pump, you're out.
Yep. Because
That's
she's also
terrible.
quoted as saying, "I'm going to have a team planet out and plan an itinerary. Also, I'm going to need a nurse on site because I don't want anything to happen like last time. Whatever happened last time. And I'm going to be needing as many men. So please share this with your friends, your family, coworkers, whoever, to get the word out because I really want to make this happen." So
Professional sex worker.
at that point, yeah.
Of
Can
course,
it
of
even
course
be
she is.
called that though?
Of course she is. Yeah. Absolutely.
Gee.
I mean, that's what she's doing. She obviously that's her livelihood.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. She's been making content since 2020, so 5 years now. But
then I would definitely say professional sex worker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a lofty goal for a week.
That
and considering what happened to that one girl in 6 hours.
Well, that changes the math now.
It 100%
That changes the math because we'll say over 7 days.
Yep.
So now we're talking
7 times 24 divided by 5,000.
5,000 guys over 7 days works out to be 714 guys a day.
Wow.
That's unobtainable.
Well,
that's unobtainable.
No, it's not. Because if she does the same math as the girl who did 6 hours worth.
Yeah.
Because she got, 683 in 6 hours?
Well, I guess so.
Or was it 583?
I don't
Regardless,
recall.
if she goes 8 hours a day for 7 days straight, she's definitely going to line up in the hospital. But I guess it could feasibly be possible.
I would think that anybody who's participating would have to be screened.
Yes, I'm hoping her team would at least have that, like not just go out and pull random dudes off the street.
I don't think that's. I don't want to speak for somebody else, but I have a hard time imagining that she would be that reckless.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like it's her choice. Sleep with as many people as you want to, but
absolutely.
Like don't be stupid about it. Regardless of how I think about it, which I just don't think that's
not a record you want to go for.
No,
not on the horizon there.
No, I'm sure this is a story that you want to share with your grandchildren, right? Like
tell
that's
your coworkers, tell your.
But that's where I am in my life, right? Like if this is something, would you want to would you tout this to your grandchildren? If the answer is no,
well, I mean, look at Wilt Chamberlain or Gene Simmons, then they do. They're like, but
what isn't that?
Mind you, they're not going in a week. They're like a lifetime achievement.
Sure, but then that's also feeding the stereotype, right? They're men
hardcore rockers.
Yeah.
Stuff, right? But
yeah,
all the power to her. But
I mean, go girl. But wow,
that's a big one.
It's huge.
Yeah. But speaking of records, let's check in on the box office results.
Oh yes, the box office.
So for
the weekend box office,
third week in a row, Lilo and Stitch is still king of the mountain.
I got the lowdown on this movie today from my daughter.
And
have you seen it?
no, not yet.
Okay, so from what I was told, without getting into details, this is like a new movie. It is a remake of the animated
With
but it's
significant changes.
yes. Yeah.
I have heard that.
Like fundamental
Yeah.
changes.
Like removal of some characters
and with those characters gone, the motivations have changed, and so it's fundamentally not the same anymore.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's still at the top of the list, though. It pulled in another 32.3 million.
Well, I do have to say, of the top 5 movies, 3 of them are on my list. Yeah.
Well, it in pulling in that 32.3, it brought its grand total up to now $335,658,888.
Against a budget of
I do not know.
Is it profitable yet?
I would hope it would be profitable at this point.
I would think so.
But new entry on the list this week, taking the number 2 slot, is from the world of John Wick, Ballerina.
And he's in it.
Yeah, he is.
He's in it. So is that Norman Reedus on that poster there too?
I believe so.
Yeah, I'm interested in this.
Yeah, it looks good. It pulled in 24.5 million, so it's on its way to a good start.
Yep.
Mission Impossible slipped to the number 3 slot from 2 last week. Pulled in another 14.8 million, bringing in its total to $149,041,695. So
that's got to be domestic. That's got to be a domestic number.
Probably.
Yep.
Oh, Josh is here.
Oh, sort of. At work, waiting for that guy. I'm sorry for that, Josh.
That's all good. Boob window. But yeah, Mission Impossible is still in the top 5 anyway. Karate Kid slipped to number 4 from 3 last week. It only pulled in 8.5 million. So its total is now up to 35.3.
I've had 2 friends who have seen it already and have said, "Oh, like there was this like it was nostalgic for them. It was good, maybe not in the way they expected it. But they liked it. They did say, "Yes, go see it."
Okay.
And then the big surprise was they couldn't believe that Joshua Jackson was in it.
Oh.
And that he's actually pretty good.
Well, rounding out the top 5, Final Destination Bloodlines, which slipped from the number 4 spot, pulled in another 6.4 million, bringing its total up to $123.5 million. So it's doing well.
I would say so.
Yeah.
Do horror movies typically perform like that kind of?
It depends, really. I mean, there hasn't exactly been well, I'm not going to say there hasn't been, because there has been some good stuff. But as far as like iconic horror villains, they've kind of been absent the last few years.
Okay.
But they are making new ones like The Nun and Annabelle and stuff like that.
Right.
I actually saw a thing on the grandson of Ed and Lorraine Warren.
Okay.
And I guess there's rumors going around that Annabelle has escaped.
What?
The actual Annabelle doll.
The doll
is on tour thanks to his stepfather, who has, I guess, possession of it.
Okay.
With the collection from Ed and Lorraine.
And then we lost it.
Oh, no, it's out and it's just touring around. But I guess something happened where they thought it might have been responsible for a factory burning down.
The doll?
Yeah.
No.
Dude, I just reported.
Okay. All right.
But he says, you know what? That has nothing to do with us. We did not take it out of storage. He did. So it's all on him.
Okay. All right.
So Annabelle's on a world tour, apparently. But here's some good news.
Yeah.
SAG-AFTRA and video companies are potentially...
Video game
companies.
Yeah.
Are potentially reaching a new deal to end the
strike.
strike.
It's about time. We first talked about this, what?
Oh my, I can't
months
remember
ago.
How long ago it was.
Months ago.
Because this was stemming out of the actor strike.
Well, it's like this didn't get any, almost no attention.
No, for quite a while.
Yeah.
And no, it's not lost, Sean. They do know where it is, but it is literally out being press toured. the Annabelle doll.
Nope.
You don't want to go see it in the flesh?
Nope. Nope.
Fair enough. But SAG-AFTRA, oh, come on, brain. I'll get this.
It's coming to you.
It'll come to me.
It's coming
eventually. Chief negotiator Duncan Crabtree Ireland
Yep.
is quoted as saying, "Everyone at SAG-AFTRA is immensely grateful for the sacrifices made by the video game performers and the dedication of the Interactive Media Agreement Negotiating Committee throughout these many months of the video game strike. Patience and persistence has resulted in a deal that puts in place the necessary AI guardrails that defend performers' livelihoods in the AI age, along with other important gains."
Yeah.
So, they're putting stuff in place that's going to protect their work against AI, which I know
I don't know what the numbers are now, but there was a time where like the video game industry makes more money or made more money than movies.
Yeah.
So like there's a lot of people who work on these. There's a lot of talent that goes into bringing your favorite game to life.
Yeah. But apparently the negotiations between the game publishers and SAG-AFTRA on this new agreement began back in October 2022.
Well, there you go.
So that's just when they started negotiating, but glad it's almost over.
That's good. That's good.
So how about some toy news?
Oh, nice. I'm ready for that.
We got some toy news.
I am ready for it.
So coming out of Mondo, another addition to the Spider-Man the Animated Series with the latest symbiote.
Going to be premium format?
Oh, it is.
Oh, okay.
It is Carnage.
Yeah.
And I believe he's 13 inches tall.
That is big.
He's a big boy. But he comes with a slew of symbiote accessories, multiple heads, extra hands, and like a little, I don't know if you want to call it defeated symbiote, but when he gets like extracted.
Yeah.
But it looks really cool. Pretty accurate too.
I was going to say that's very comic book.
Well, no, it's the animated series version, right?
Oh, that too. Yeah.
So the 90s Fox animated series.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
But yeah.
The logo should have told me.
It should have. But it's kind of small on the corner.
I was too busy staring at the figure.
But I like the looks of it. Probably won't be getting it just based on price.
Wow.
But,
I mean, it's.
And I've already missed the Spider-Man and Venom, so. Yeah.
If I was gonna buy anything from Mondo, it would have been the Masters of the Universe stuff.
Oh, those were so nice.
So good.
Yeah. Well, these next ones might be in reach coming out of Hasbro. They are doing a 4-pack of the Ghostbusters Plasma series Rooftop Showdown. And the pre-order.
I saw this. They're calling it Rooftop Showdown. And I'm like, okay, so they're gonna like have more than just the guys?
Well, apparently not in this 4-pack. It includes the 6-inch scale Spangler, Stance, Venkman, and Zedmore, each with new character likenesses, premium articulation, movie-inspired deco, and all the ghost hunting gear you need to take on Gozer.
I just want to know, does Bill Murray say you can't have my likeness?
I don't know.
Look at him.
Maybe.
Look at that guy. Who is that?
His name tag says Venkman.
His name tag might say Venkman, but his face says something else.
Says no dice. But yeah, they come with proton packs, neutrona wands, plasma streams, PKE meter, ecto goggles, and a trap.
We got all of this when Mattel had the license, and I don't know.
And then you got the Build-A-Ghost logo.
I don't know if these are any better.
Well,
to be honest, like
I'd want to see them in hand before anything, but they look basically like I'd hate to say it, but reissues of the previous Plasma series in a 4-pack.
Well, they may very well be that, but I mean the last, did they do them for Afterlife? Did they?
Yeah, and then
they didn't do their young versions. I don't remember.
I can't remember if they did them or not, but I know they did the Sigourney Weaver when she's possessed.
Yep.
And there was a Build-A-Figure of the Terror Dog.
Yep.
And then there was the 2-pack of Ghost Egon and granddaughter
Phoebe.
Yes.
Phoebe, yeah.
But I don't know. They look neat.
They do. It's just like I went through my Ghostbuster thing when Mattel had the license, and I was so like Ghostbuster nuts. Like I got all the stuff. I got all the 1-to-1 prop collectibles. And then I did get the original 6-inch.
The Diamond Select?
No, the
Or-
Mattel ones.
Okay.
But then when Diamond came out with their 7-inch ones, it's like, oh, I have to
the
get those
rooftop?
to do the rooftop, and that's what we did.
Yeah. It was the Mattel ones that ended up at Dollarama, right?
No, it was it was the Mattel one. Sorry, yes,
Yeah.
Mattel. You are right.
Yeah.
First, it was the girls first, and then the guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, if you missed them before, now's not a bad time.
I just got the Hasbro, the O-ring ones.
I know. Well, they're just keep trying to drag you back in. And, if you wanted to go back to the 1-to-1 scale stuff, this next one's kind of nice.
I know.
It is in honor of the upcoming Ghostbusters Day, the Ghostbusters Plasma Series Proton Pack.
I want to know if this has been tweaked, because the last Proton Pack that came out was the Egon Spengler Afterlife one, specifically to Afterlife.
Yeah.
Is this more generic, like to the 84 movie?
Apparently, this is based on the 84 design. With movie-inspired lights, sounds, a removable cyclotron, and details straight from the original film.
That's good.
But here's the kicker.
Yeah.
The Neutrona wand is sold separately.
Well, it was on the last one too.
Yeah.
It was on the
Was
last
it?
one. Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Yeah. So, like, I have the Mattel one. Is there a way that I could jerry rig my Mattel Neutrona wand up to this? I'm sure there is. I'm sure there is. As any maker would say, oh, we can do that.
Yeah.
I'm not a maker. I need something that is easy.
Plug and play.
If this has all of the same features as the last one, they made it in such a way that it will actually connect to a proper United States Army Alice frame. Because the original movie props were built on Alice pack frames.
Okay.
So you could do that if you wanted to.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, Sean says,
I want that at my front door, and that's the first thing you see.
Nice. That would be a nice entryway.
Is that how you power your house? Is that your backup generator? What is that?
Well, it's got a half-life of what, 10,000 years or something?
Yeah.
But moving on. We got some Transformer stuff this week.
I'm always down for new Transformers.
These ones are from the War for Cybertron, and first up we have Optimus Prime.
I'm up for Transformers except for these ones, because I already bought them the first time around. No.
Yep. So, Voyager class figures with game-accurate detail, premium articulation, and signature blasters.
So this is good for for fans of this but I don't know, like, are there people who are just discovering this game now?
Maybe.
The game's quite a few years old. So if you didn't get the previous this mold the first time around, like, do you really want to go for it now when the game is so far in the rearview mirror? I don't know if it's as, and maybe other Transformers fans feel different about this, but like,
maybe
it's not like G1, which is sort of like
iconic.
Right. It's a good game. Don't get me wrong. I played the crap out of this game and I quite liked it. But here's where it rubs me the wrong way as a Transformer guy, because this happens every few years. The molds get smaller and the limbs get hollower, like the little hollow spots in the legs. Like, so it's like more money, less plastic.
Yeah.
The first time I got this, it was bigger. Do you know what I mean? Like, there was more plastic. So is this a better figure than the last time? And I don't know.
You'd have to see them side by side, right?
I would. Just say what class this is?
Voyager.
Oh, so this is bigger. It's a Voyager class.
Yeah.
Last time this came out, it was a deluxe.
Okay. Well,
so that there is that going for it. It's bigger.
And then the other one is Megatron, who's also Voyager class. And
who was deluxe the last time.
Good looking in robot form, though.
Yeah, I didn't mind this one. This was kind of cool. If Megatron is going to be a tank from now on, which is pretty much the truth.
Yeah.
Cybertronian hover tank. Pretty
Not
cool.
bad.
Pretty cool.
And then there are a couple from the deluxe class dies. Devastation Sideswipe is, I believe, the first one here.
We're just so Devastation. That's the cell shaded video game, but like that mold is straight up the Sideswipe mold from War for Cybertron. They just keep recycling it. gently
Retooling.
retooled. Yeah. So like, no, this is a no for me.
Fair enough.
Straight up no.
Well, the other one paired or released in pairs with this is Wheeljack.
Which is a re-release of the most recent Wheeljack mold. So if you've already got this, is cell shading that important?
I don't really even notice that much cell shading on it, to be honest.
I think it's more like, well, with that mold, you couldn't do it in clear plastic anyway, but the windows are painted blue, and
That's true.
it's not for me.
Fair enough.
It's definitely not for me. If you didn't have the Wheeljack mold,
Good way to get it.
you could, yeah, this is definitely a way to get it. I don't know if it's the best way to get it, but
Well, this next one is available for pre-order exclusively at Target.
so
we
we can't get it.
We might see it up here. Probably won't.
Maybe EB Games.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But it is the Transformers Age of the Primes Autobots versus Decepticons 4-pack. And it features Ultra Magnus.
Oh, hey, it's no armored Ultra Magnus.
Yeah.
Which is essentially the missing link Optimus Prime.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Autobot Bumper, Horrible, and Nemesis Prime.
Sorry, what did you say?
Horrible.
Horrible.
Yeah. So he's the second one from the left there.
Okay, yeah, with the horns.
Yeah. And
the Nemesis Prime is a redeco of the most recent Transformers animated Optimus.
okay.
Well, that's all right.
Yeah. Premium articulation accessories and legendary Prime lineage.
That Bumblebee looks like the one that's out right now.
It literally does.
It looks like the retro carded one that's floating around.
That is supposed to be Autobot Bumper.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Did he have that name prior to being Bumblebee?
I don't know. Maybe he's just another character. I'm going to look him up.
Yeah.
Transformers Autobot Bumper. Bumper G1.
Bumblebee?
Bumblebee. Bumper. A young and inexperienced Autobot, new to the war but eager to do his part against the Decepticons. He's in an interesting position of looking up to Bumblebee, which makes Bumblebee feel more awkward than normal. Bumper has
So Bumblebee Jr.
I guess. No, not Dreamwave. I want to see G1. Show me
Autobot Bumper.
I just want to see pictures of him. Well, they did. Oh, I know why.
How come?
He's like the yellow cliff jumper mold in the
okay.
original toy line. Well, there was like the Bumble jumper, so I wonder if that's
possibly.
why. Transformers G1 Bumble jumper. Yeah, Bumper. Bumble jumper.
Fair
there
enough.
We go.
Mystery solved. All right.
Not for me.
Fair enough. Well, moving on to McFarlane, they released or showcased Elite Edition number 2 Lilith, based on the Diablo 4 video game, which is up for pre-order now. And I know nothing about this game, but goddamn,
I don't know either. She looks cool.
Cool.
She looks very cool.
7-inch scale features a.
Is that an extra head?
3 extra faceplates, I believe.
Well, what's the thing on the ground behind them?
Behind them?
Yeah.
That would be this red devil head thing.
Does that fit on her?
On the left.
Oh, I thought you pop her head off and put that on.
Maybe, I don't know. But
wow.
Yeah, I guess that's the Diablo head, according to the notes here.
That would make sense.
3 alternate face portraits, 6 extra hands, flower petals, detachable wings, flight stand, art card, and an elite points card reward system. So that's a new one from them.
Earn elite points for elite rewards.
Yeah, hopefully it's not more digital downloads.
But now that they're losing the DC license, I have less reason to want to do that.
Maybe.
I'm not a big enough Spawn fan to
dive in on that.
Sure. And I mean, the other licenses that they've been rocking just don't interest me.
Fair enough. But yeah, I guess this is the 2nd anniversary of that Diablo 4 game, so.
Okay.
If I see this at the right price, I might get this.
What's...
Just for the cool factor.
What's the right price for you?
Probably not the...
what do you think this is going to be here in Canada?
Oh, being elite?
Sure.
I could see this easily being $69.
Yeah, I was going to say 50 plus.
Yeah.
50 plus. I don't see this being less than 50.
No. Not at the beginning, anyway.
No.
Just like this next one, which I'm going out on a limb, and it'll probably be $100 or more. It is the follow-up to the Batman Kong 2-pack,
Didn't you just get that?
which I did.
You did. You
I
just
did.
got it. Yeah.
But I got that on the McFarlane reduction and sale.
Okay.
So this next one, though, is Superman versus Godzilla. And
That's interesting.
the one on the left there is the actual McFarlane promo shot. The one on the right is a shot from one of the reviewers who's gotten a hold of this.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Godzilla is a good looking figure.
It is.
It also looks like he's got butterfly joints in those arms.
Oh, you very well may.
You know, I know some people are not happy with the screaming Superman face. But, you know, there's enough McFarlane Supermans out there you could probably swap.
Hey, wired cape, and that's a plus.
Yes. This one goes up for pre-order June 12th at select retailers. So, you know, if you're wanting to get a Godzilla and Superman.
It's definitely a good, the Godzilla is definitely a good sculpt. It
Mhm.
looks detailed well enough.
Now, in the box, it is the same as the Kong Batman. You get your regular 7-inch Superman, your Megafig Godzilla, as well as a little Superman that...
That scales more appropriately with.
Yeah. Not really. I mean...
No,
it doesn't. I mean, he'd be based on the first Godzilla King of Monsters or whatever.
Yeah, he'd be like the size of a toe.
If that.
Yeah. A little bigger than maybe a toe.
Yeah, but the minifigure is about like knee-high to Godzilla.
Okay. But if you got the Batman Kong set,
this would be a nice addition.
this might make a nice companion set, whether you were looking to add a Superman or a Godzilla.
But the question is, how do they do that in a trilogy now to get a Wonder Woman next? I mean, do they bring back
Mothra. That's how I would do it.
Well, I mean, they got options, I guess. King Ghidorah.
I wouldn't pair a hero with a villain.
True.
And
mind you, this is coming out of the Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong pack, so technically Godzilla and Kong are
heroes
at odds with
each
Justice
other.
League.
That's true. Yeah.
So
the Titans versus gods among men.
Yep. Mind you, Marvel's doing the same thing right now. So
what they got?
all the Avengers versus Godzilla.
Really?
Yeah, Hulk's gonna smack him at one point, and I guess at some point he gets a hold of the Venom symbiote.
Hulk?
Godzilla.
Oh. I don't even want to imagine what that looks like.
Be just like that T-Rex Venom.
Oh, I guess
Or
so.
Spider Rex.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Rex Venom, whatever it was. Anyway, this other one coming out of the Super 7 reaction figure, but it is the new Arctic Cobra Commander. And he's got 12 points of articulation. He's featuring his Arctic jacket that he wore in
that one time in that episode.
You know, that one time when they were in the snow. But this is a good looking one. I could see this easily being slotted into your...
Oh, this is O-ring, so...
Yeah, your Vintage Joe stuff might just love this. But yeah, it's available for order right now on super7.com.
I'm cool with them bringing the O-ring figures back. There's certainly a demand for it. There's certainly enough third-party O-ring guys out there now. So I mean,
some of the ones they're doing, they are literally filling in gaps from the original series, right? So.
Well, yeah, and I mean, if you were like when O-ring Joes were out when we were kids, right? What was the competition? The core.
Yeah,
right. And how many kids had core figures mixed in with their Joes, and they were like, no, this is he's part of G.I. Joe, or he's part of Cobra.
They will be what I tell them.
Right, exactly. So there is that for all those other O-ring 3 3/4 O-ring lines that are going on right now. So yeah, for sure this could fit in. If you want to have Cobra Commander go to the Arctic, but I think he's kind of cold averse. The artwork is cool. I really like the artwork.
Very retro inspired, I guess.
Yeah, very much so.
But that's our only one from Super 7.
It's hard for me to go. I'm really into this when as I look up at my classified 6-inch Cobra Commander, which is just an amazing figure.
Yes, he is.
But this is cool. I mean, if you're G.I. Joe, it's kind of like talking like Mask, right? Mask was all about the vehicles. 3 3/4 was always about like play sets and vehicles and stuff. So this would be really cool in a bigger He would be cool in a much larger diorama, like a whole winter scene, which you could do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
it's cool.
there's so many friggin' GI Joes that were like Arctic themed, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So
You put this out with a bunch of snow serpents,
yeah,
and that would look pretty
and they
cool.
could fight against Blizzard and
Sure.
what's the other
Have
dude?
an Arctic cat. There's
Yeah.
a bunch of them. Snowjob,
Ah,
Blizzard. Well, heck, even there's the mail away stalker
yeah.
who is dressed for winter
Hmm.
with his windsurfing kayak.
Nice.
Yeah,
I never had it.
yeah.
This next one, it doesn't really make sense to me because he's never actually been in this particular format in any media that I am aware of.
Okay.
But NECA is releasing for their 2025 con exclusive Ultimate
Excuse me.
Surfs Up Chucky.
What?
Yeah, you heard that
What
right.
the heck is this?
Ultimate Surfs Up Chucky. So I guess this is going to be coming out at San Diego.
All right.
And he's ready to hang 10 on his good guy themed rash guard. He comes with board shorts, flip flops, and other accessories include interchangeable heads and hands, sunglasses, suntan lotion, soft goods fabric towel,
Yeah.
arm
yeah.
floaties, surfboard, and a wave base for the surfboard.
That whole image in the middle just looks like a living Garbage Pail Kids card.
Really does.
It does.
It does. But this will be coming to San Diego this July with a limited exclusive pre-sale June 18th to the 20th at the NECAstore.com.
So you as the significant Chucky fan amongst us, and as you say, like this is not a format that we've ever seen him in before.
It's neat, but
This, in my opinion, that's a convention exclusive.
which it is.
That's what I mean, though. Like
So,
it doesn't. I wouldn't be offended if I didn't, as a Chucky fan, if I didn't get this one.
yeah.
And somebody who really, really wants it might go out of their way. Oh, I really, really want that. So I think it satisfies without, dare I say, pissing people off.
I would think so, yeah.
Many a convention exclusive has pissed me off. So this one doesn't. K-Daw, he's still creepy looking.
Of course he is. That's a really good sculpt.
Yeah,
Well, it's a
it
NECA
is.
figure, right? So the sculpt's going to be
It
on
is.
point. Another one coming from NECA is the Ultimate Samurai Predator from the Predator Hunting Grounds line. And this is a neat looking
Sweet
figure.
mother of Predator.
Yeah, like I didn't know that a Samurai Predator would look that cool.
That's pretty darn cool.
But yeah, he was once hunted the skilled warriors who protected feudal Japan. And to honor his prey, he decorated his armor and mask to resemble them and took up their weapons, is his backstory.
That's cool.
Um,
I wonder if he's one of the. No, I got to go back and watch it.
could be, but
You need to watch Killer of Killers.
I know. I need to go watch that.
Watch it tonight, man.
I will try. But this one comes with interchangeable masked and unmasked heads, a katana, collapsed and extendable combi sticks, articulated plasma caster, and swappable hands. Comes in a collector-friendly window box with the opening flap on the front. And I could see this guy slotting into a lot of different collections.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, Left-Handed Jedi.
The Left-Handed Jedi. How are you,
Welcome.
sir? Nice to see you tonight. I hope you're having a good night.
Mm-hmm. Like, you remember a couple years back, they did all those samurai-inspired, like, Marvel figures.
Yeah, they did a line of Star Wars ones too, like
Yeah.
Maul and a Stormtrooper
Exactly.
and
Like,
Vader
if
and
that was the case, this
Boba
guy would
Fett.
fit in right nice.
Absolutely.
But
Oh, funny. I was talking about with Kim today as we were working outside, talking about Killer of Killers and freezing everybody. And I'm like, they could really get into some cool like crossover stuff too, because on some level, if Schwarzenegger is in the cryo freezing,
mhm,
so is Batman,
true.
right? Batman knocked one out, took one down.
Spider-Man might be added to that
That's
list
what I
right
mean.
shortly.
Oh, is he fighting a Predator?
Yeah, they just released issue 2 of Spider-Man versus Predator.
That's cool.
But Kraven the Hunter is also involved, so yeah.
I feel like that is that would be an interesting pairing.
It is. So far it's a pretty good read. But sticking with NECA,
Yeah.
from the Wednesday series, we get a 2-pack of Wednesday Addams and Enid Sinclair in their Nevermore uniforms. So these are cloth
Oh
action figures.
my God.
The Enid isn't too bad, but the Wednesday,
What is that? Who is
she
that?
looks a little more like Lurch than Jenna Ortega.
Oh my God. That's awful.
But yeah,
That's terrible.
it's not the best sculpt going.
Oh my God. NECA, did everybody just suddenly quit and you had to hire new people?
Maybe.
What happened?
But they come with interchangeable hands.
This is season 2, you're saying?
Season 1.
Season 1. Okay. Oh, right, because they just show up at school and hey, we're roommates.
Yeah. But interchangeable hands, a Nightshade Society book, a Codex Umbreum, and a backpack. So, yeah.
I like the show, and even if I loved, I don't know. Well, I shouldn't say that. Maybe if I loved it, maybe I would want, to commemorate it in plastic. But I didn't like it enough that I feel the need to have these. And if I did need to have action figures from Wednesday, it would not be these.
No.
No, they're horrible. They're terrible. I would feel better, and I'm sure it's only a matter of time. These would be better off in the Toonie Terrors line. Seriously, just
Fair enough.
you've already made farcical freaking faces out of them. You might as well go all the way and cartoonify them and at least make them cutesy.
True.
Right? That would have worked more for me, but these don't work for me at all.
Fair enough. Left-Handed Jedi says, Killer of Killers was pretty badass. Watched it twice.
You know it, my friend. That was so good.
But if you are after these, they are available for pre-order at the NECA store or your favorite NECA retailer.
I feel like, I hope this is a short run because I feel like these might be available for quite some time.
Possibly.
They're so bad.
But if you didn't like these two, you're definitely not going to like this one because the single-carded Classic Dress Wednesday is also up. And this one comes with a
thing.
Oh,
I wish we had a side-by-side of the portrait on this one versus the last one because to me, this one looks a little bit better.
Less lurchish.
Yeah, a little more Jenny Ortega.
Yeah.
A little less, lurch. I don't know how else to say it.
I mean, it almost works in the fact that, Wednesday's supposed to be creepy, but...
Well, she doesn't look creepy. She doesn't look solemn. She doesn't look...
A bad wax statue?
Oh, that's a good analogy.
But yeah, 8-inch figure features tailored soft goods.
It's Wednesday at the Ripley's Museum.
Basically. And then her accessories on this one include a set of interchangeable hands, Frankenstein book, and Thing.
Okay, Thing is cool.
Yeah. But that does bring us to the end of our toy section.
I feel like it's like I need a palate cleanser after that. Oh, man.
Well, this next one's a palate cleanser for you.
Is it time?
It's time.
All right, let's wind up the machine here as we play.
Lyrics. It's misheard lyrics. Lyrics. It's misheard lyrics. Tonight.
All right, what does the music machine have for us tonight?
Well, our misheard lyric this evening is Bits of Wood Girl, Turn Me On.
Oh, dear. Well, as always, if you're new here to the show, this is Misheard Lyrics, the game where we give you a misheard lyric, and your job is to identify the correct song title.
Yep.
You can tell us the name of the album, you can tell us the name of the artist, but we need the song title. As always, the blurred image in the background is a clue to what it might be. I'm going to play the 30-second sounder, and after that, we'll check in with your answers right after this. This must be a popular one as nobody's answering.
Well, Josh is still at work, right?
Oh, that's true. That is true.
But,
or he's in the car screaming at his phone right now. I know the answer, damn it. Wow. That's wild. We got a complete shutout on that one.
Yeah.
I guess.
No love
Yeah.
for
There
Canadian
is.
reggae.
Yeah. No one.
Alrighty. Well, the actual lyric is "It's all good, girl. Turn me on."
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, Sean Paul from the song "Get Busy."
That's the one. I honestly, when you sent this over and said, "Here's the lyric this week," and I'm like, "What?" I didn't recognize it until I heard it. I'm like, "Oh, I remember this now."
Yep.
I was in the club when this was going on, so I may have heard this once or twice.
Maybe once or twice.
All right. In case you've forgotten what it sounds like, it goes like this.
It's all good, girl, turn me on.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep. From the song "Get Busy" by Sean Paul off his 2002 album Duddy Rock. It is performed by Sean Paul, and he has described it as mainly a party song. It's not about smoking weed. Not all about smoking weed.
Not all.
But Get Busy, it topped the US Billboard Hot 100 for 3 weeks back in May of 2003. Also reached #1 in Italy and the Netherlands, becoming a top 10 hit in an additional 11 countries. On May 10th of 2003, the song was performed on Saturday Night Live. So yeah,
That's cool. I wonder what it would sound like live.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird.
But
Yeah, not my genre of music, so maybe that's why I was like, "Oh, I don't know."
fair enough. We got a new trailer also this week for the sequel to Wicked, Wicked for Good.
Did you see Wicked?
I have not seen it yet.
I saw it, and exactly how I thought I would feel about it. I didn't need this movie.
No?
I didn't need the first one. And then they left it wholly open-ended for a sequel, and I don't know, like, you're only running headlong towards the original Wizard of Oz. So, like, she can't get any better. She has to get worse. And then that just kind of undoes everything that they tried to do in the first movie, where they've tried to make her sympathetic. Like, I don't need a sympathetic villain. I need my villains to be villainous.
Well, after watching this trailer, the wizard is definitely painted as an authoritarian.
Oh, for sure. He was in the first movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Jeff Goldblum plays a good ass.
he does.
Seriously, a really good ass.
But we do get a glimpse in the trailer. The Tin Man, Dorothy, the Lion, and the Scarecrow are there, and they are tasked with retrieving the Wicked Witch's broom.
Oh, so we're gonna cross.
We're gonna cross right into it.
Oh, see now, can I watch a movie just for that scene?
I don't know, maybe. But it is once again directed by John M. Chu and returning cast Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande. And like, you know, Wicked Witch is now demonized, lives in exile, and she's trying to expose the truth that she knows about the wizard. I'm not seeing part 1. I don't know what that truth is, other than he might be an asshole.
Oh no, she knows that it's the truth that we all learn at the end of
that he's the man behind the curtain.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
And there's also some other more sinister things there, but that is part of it.
fair enough. But yeah, if you haven't seen it, go check out the trailer. Might be your thing, might not be.
Well, I've seen the first one, so I will almost certainly end up watching this one, but I will not be in line for this one
Day
when
one.
it drops. No.
Fair
I can wait for this.
Okay. Well, we got some more footage from Jurassic World Rebirth.
Well,
And
that I'm ready for.
we've gotten actually a few clips, really. We do get a chunk of the Mosasaurus scene where it's almost like midway through Jaws where they're trying to trank it or
Oh, wait.
track it.
Really?
Yeah. It's an exciting clip. And there's also another clip out there of the Distortus Rex.
Is that what we're
attacking.
calling it?
That is what we're calling that
Distortus
big
Rex.
goddamn monster.
So this is the Franken dino of.
It is.
yeah,
It's
okay.
like a xenomorph dinosaur.
Wow, it's got a really bulbous.
It's like part Rancor, part I don't know what the hell you call
Yes,
it.
it does have the alien xenomorph
It-
profile
it
to the
does.
head there, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, but
That's- Yeah.
you know, we've linked to these in the show notes if you want to go check them out. I'm excited for this one, despite the glaring thing like how are we still discovering new dinosaurs? You know, what is it now? 25 years
Well,
later.
I mean, when you are playing with the genetic soup and you add some new ingredients.
Yeah, but like, how did that thing survive in a tank for 25 years? It wasn't getting a steady diet of,
Cryo freezing.
maybe.
I don't know.
Like,
I don't know what the
I
answer
mean,
is.
there's that one. There's also the new version of the flying dinosaur that kind of attacks Scarlett Johansson there.
Not a pterodactyl.
Not a pterodactyl. It's more snub nose, more almost like a raptor head.
Oh, yeah,
So
okay.
who knows if they were crossing raptors, but
That's a good question. Is this how we get our Rancor?
maybe.
Oh, that's good.
Mind you, they did the Rancor pretty good in Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah, they did.
But
Yeah, they did.
if they go out and do a toy of this thing,
I mean,
the
Jurassic.
bashers and modders, go to it. Chop the head off, make them dial it back a little bit.
I mean, HasLab couldn't deliver on their last Rancor, so.
Well, that's because they offered up a cardboard background.
And bones. And bones. Here's some bones. It's your stretch goal. Bones.
Was the Rancor trainer even included?
No.
Or a half-eaten Gamorrean?
No.
Come on.
Bones.
Missed opportunity.
Here's some plastic bones.
Yep. But this one comes out not too far off.
Is it this month?
I believe it's the end of June, yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Or it could be into July. I can't remember.
Let's just double check that. The Google machine will tell me.
Thank you, Google.
Jurassic World Rebirth release date. July 2nd.
July 2nd.
So
Okay, so
just
right
a
at the end.
Just a couple weeks.
Yep. But I'm definitely going to go see this. It looks
Oh, it's going to be a busy July.
It is.
Lots of stuff in July.
Yeah. Fantastic Four, Superman, Jurassic World.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry,
Josh,
dude. You missed it.
Just missed it.
You missed it. You want to hear it again? No. No, we don't want to hear it again. Not that we don't need the strike.
Yep.
Or the claim.
Yeah. But we do have some history to talk about.
All right. I do like history. So tell me something cool.
On this day in 1965, Elizabeth Hurley was born.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Actress and model, best known for her role as Vanessa Kensington in Austin Powers' International Man of Mystery, and as the Devil in Bedazzled.
Oh, right.
That's right. Oh, what's his name? Brendan Fraser.
Brendan Fraser. Yeah.
And he doesn't get enough credit for that movie. But yeah, she's been on TV and movies. She's been on the CW Gossip Girl original series, I guess. But yeah.
First big role, Passenger 57. And they dropped her out of a plane.
Yep.
That's awesome.
But on this day in 1994, Speed opened in theaters.
Oh, he's such a baby face in that. Look at him. Both of them.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Yeah. Directed by Jean Denbont, which was his directorial debut. Written by Graham Yost. Keanu Reeves, Dennis Hopper, and Sandra Bullock star in it, alongside Joe Morton and Jeff Daniels.
Pop quiz.
Shoot the hostage. No.
You look at all of them now, in sort of where they are in their careers, and then you go like, Speed.
Yeah.
I mean, no.
Josh says she was hilarious and bedazzled. Yes, she was.
Especially Jeff Daniels.
I found that funny because it was such a serious role there.
Yeah.
Next to Dumb and Dumber.
I know.
It's like, oh, this
such
is what
a
you got
contrast.
right there.
I didn't like Spud. I don't like Spuds either. I like them cut into French fries.
Speed. There you go. But
it's Bud the Spud from the bright red mud, rolling down the highway smiling. And the Spuds are big in the back of Bud's rig, and they're from Prince Edward Island. They're from Prince Edward Island.
You got to stomp for that. Come on now. There you go. But on this day in 2003, circling back to Wicked, Wicked enchanted audiences for the first time in
the stage production.
Yeah, in the stage production. It opened at the Curran Theater in San Francisco on this day in 2003, and it is based, like you said, on Gregory Maguire's novel of the same name. Apparently, the first cast included Idina Menzel as the great Elphaba.
Yep.
So, from Frozen to Edie the Wicked Witch.
Yeah.
Kristen Chenoweth as Glinda, and
Cool.
production moved from there to the Gershwin Theater on Broadway, and it's been playing there ever since. So, yeah,
That's been going for a long
it
time.
has been.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And to round out our thing this evening, on this day in 2007, The Sopranos aired its final episode.
Big show for HBO.
Yes, it was.
Did you watch?
I did not.
No, neither did I. I wasn't not a big fan.
Yeah, but I guess some people thought the cut to black ending was clever, while others just hated it. But,
Polarizing.
I
Yeah.
mean, that does leave it open for a revival down the road. But
I don't know enough about it to know how that would work or what that would look like.
true. But that's your history stuff.
Nice. Thanks, man.
This next one, apparently coming this fall, my daughter will be interested in this. Squishmallows is partnering up with Chucky.
What?
Yes. The murderous little doll will soon be getting a Squishmallow.
That's funny.
Now, I don't know if it's just going to be Chucky or if it's going to be both Chucky and Tiffany.
I feel like they'd be doing a disservice if they didn't do both of them.
Yeah, but there is a little trailer on Facebook, and I've linked to that in the show notes, where just the little building blocks you see there, they roll together. Coming soon, Squishmallows times Chucky.
All right.
So it'll be interesting to see what happens there.
All your favorite horror characters in their own lovable plush.
Well, apparently Michael Myers has already got one, so
They got to do them. The Squishmallow thing is like, to me, it's the wrestling buddy of today.
yes.
So do
But-
all the horror characters as wrestling buddies.
But I mean, there's multiple sizes. You can get like the 4-inch version, an 8-inch, a 12-inch, and I believe up there, because my daughter has one like this goddamn big. It's a body pillow.
Yeah, yeah.
But
The wrestling buddies, I feel, were more like traditional teddy bear size.
yeah, because they were little and
I think that if you're going to do this, that to me, it's a no-brainer. Just do plush. No, but they've done plush horror guys before.
yeah,
So
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay.
it's a new take on it, right?
That's what the kids are into now.
Yep. We got another trailer though. Marvel's Ironheart dropped its second official trailer.
Second.
Um,
And there was a first.
There was, but this one's got
I
a bit
missed
of a
it.
twist to it.
That's
As-
looking rather sorcerous.
It is. Apparently, her suit is going to get a magical upgrade at some point within the series.
From who?
That is the question. Is it going to be Clea? Is it going to be Doc Strange? Is it going to be a resurrected Wanda? But she is battling the Hood, right? So he's got his magical upgrade going.
Is that him there?
No, that is Alden Ehrenreich from Solo.
Oh yeah, Alden Ehrenreich. Yeah.
And he will be playing. Who is he playing?
Your guess is good as mine.
Oh. Apparently we don't have the name of that character yet. So I apologize for that. But he is in it. He is in the trailer a couple times, and apparently it's going to be 6 episodes.
I
And,
I was so disappointed with her inclusion in Black Panther that it just served to just to show, oh, here's a character. Like nothing really about her other than, oh, she built her own Iron Man suit.
Yeah.
Right? So again, it's that whole the Tony Stark ism or the Tony Stark syndrome, like who's the next Tony Stark? And that's what this is.
Yeah. But she's not doing it from a perspective of money or anything.
No,
She genuinely wants to help.
so did Tony Stark.
Only after he got blown up.
Yeah, but that's still ultimately that's his character's arc, right?
Yeah.
He just wanted to help. He wanted to save the earth.
Yeah.
Which he ended up doing. But I don't know. I just feel like this character, like the Iron characters, not Iron Man, but like this character, War Machine, and all the other sort of ancillary armor people,
Yeah.
don't work as well on their own. Like she would have been better. This character might have been better served appearing side by side with Tony Stark or side by side with War Machine. Like without that
That can
mentor.
still happen though, right?
Wow,
I mean,
it
'cause,
could.
Don Cheadle's in there, right?
What
still
happened to
available.
Armor Wars? What's going on with that?
That's still hanging in limbo, I believe.
Yeah, I want that more than I want this.
But I mean, you start establishing all these iron-centric characters. That's a good build-up to an armor war.
But the whole premise behind Armor War is going and getting back all Tony's technology from all the people who shouldn't have it.
Yeah. And that could lead to like a really nice, hero versus hero moment until
Maybe.
Rhodey figures out, oh, wait, you're a good guy. You can help me get all this shit back.
Yeah. Like she built her own stuff.
Yeah.
And then being friends with,
Plus, Young Avengers.
so I mean, being friends with,
Miss Marvel?
no,
Shuri.
Shuri. I mean, I feel like there's almost a Bucky Barnes ism going to happen here. Like, oh, you built a suit? Here's an upgrade.
Yeah.
I just don't know if this is going to be original enough for me. The magical mix might be enough.
Fair.
I don't know. I'll have to see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it regardless. So
It's low on my
on your expectation list.
Yeah.
Well, it's streaming on June 24th, so you only got a couple.
Oh, okay. Well, it's next.
Yeah. And then on July 10th on National Geographic, they're going to air a Jaws 50th anniversary documentary. And
cool.
This is Jaws at 50, the definitive inside story.
That's cool.
And they've got exclusive interviews, new info from Steven Spielberg and the original cast, plus interviews with Jordan Peele, Guillermo del Toro, George Lucas, other cast and crew. They've got production designer Joe Alvarez, actors Jonathan Feely, Lorraine Gray, Carl Godieb, whole list of them. And
Carl Gottlieb.
A pair. Apologies. Also, composer John Williams.
Cool.
So, lots of behind the scenes footage, lots of stuff you've never seen before. And it airs on National Geographic on the 10th, and it will be streaming the next day on Disney and Hulu for everybody else who didn't see it.
Well, that's us.
Yeah.
Us international folks.
Yep. But I'm looking forward to this. It is the latest in the string of celebrations for the 50th anniversary, which I guess is going to culminate in the unveiling of the Academy Museum of Motion Pictures Jaws the Exhibition on September 14th. They're going to have Bruce the Shark, the original 25-foot long full-scale shark.
Yep.
And he's been on display there since the museum's opening in 2021.
Oh, cool.
But this exhibition will include numerous artifacts and rare documents related to the film, many of which are coming directly from Steven Spielberg.
That's very cool.
So I'm looking forward to that.
I mean, the movie that coined the term summer blockbuster.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. So even if and I'm not a horror guy, I've seen Jaws a couple of times. So, but as a matter of like film history, I will watch this.
Yes. Oh, it's Josh's son's 11th birthday.
11th birthday. I hope you're
Happy
doing something
birthday to
cool
him.
with him today. That's a pretty big one. 11.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're not 10, right? You've been alive for a decade now.
You're a tweenager now.
Yeah, a tweenager. A tween.
But that is our last news item of the evening.
Boo.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay though.
Because we got one more thing.
Yeah, we got one more thing. Of course, it's Andy. He's out there in the aisles, at least for those of us in Canada, and he's hunting for you and I, so we can save a few dollars with this week's toy hunting tip at Dollarama.
Mm-hmm. Well, this week on shelves, if you're out there, you will find the Marvel Battle World Series 2 Mega Pack for $5. Regular retail $21.99 on Amazon, which is on sale right now for $14.99, but you're still saving more than that.
Fairly significant.
The other things popping up are from Fat Mojo, the Office figure building sets, going for $4. Regular retail on those around $21. So,
oh, that's very cool.
yeah, if you're a fan of The Office, you can score some of your favorite characters in weird little scenes. One pictured here is Jim's wedding. Josh says, Jaws wasn't for me. The ride at Universal Studios was okay.
Oh, good.
Well, I have a differing opinion there because Jaws is my number one movie of all time. But, yeah. But that's your toy hunting tip.
I toy hunted at Dollarama this week.
And?
I got some Masters of the Universe minis.
Ooh.
I got a pair of them, actually. I didn't get them the first time around, but I bought like all of the Matty Collector ones when Mattel was doing them direct to consumer.
Yeah.
Because they did that little build a Grayskull thing, and I loved it, so I had to get them. But one that they glaringly omitted Sorceress of Grayskull.
Really?
Fast forward to the Netflix Revelation. Revelation. One of them. What was the first one? Revelation.
Revelation, yeah.
They did a sorceress in that line.
Yeah.
It's the same scale as the Maddie Collector ones. So I bought it, and she's now seated. That's what I'm trying to say.
Positioned.
Let me just. I actually have a photo. I think I have a photo.
Well, Josh is doing dinner on Friday.
There she is.
Or dinner today, Friday for the party. And I'm not going to put up the next comment just in case he's watching because it reveals what he's getting.
Oh, let's not do that.
So,
then.
no spoilers.
I got the little one there. Hold on. Focus. There we go.
Oh, there you go.
There she is, standing on top of the miniature Grayskull, and she looks great up there.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one I got was the
Fisto.
Fisto, because Fisto wasn't done in the direct to consumer line. This He-Man and this Skeletor, these two bigger ones, those are the very first Motu minis that they ever did, and they're in a different scale.
Mm-hmm.
They're bigger.
They're hero sized.
Do you remember the mobile game, the Masters Universe mobile game?
No.
Well, that's what they were for.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. So that's why I ended up getting those. $3 a piece. I couldn't say no.
Of course not.
I couldn't say no. Oh yeah, I forgot.
He ain't watching, so he picked it
I
up.
had that
Fair enough.
open for a reason. There we go.
The schedule.
I got the schedule open. This is more for you and I than for anybody else. I was going to say, come back and see us on Sunday, but there's a very good chance there won't be a show this Sunday because we'll be attending RonCon. So I am super stoked for that. Let me just take a look here at the old schedule. We are away on Saturday because we are out. We're toy hunting.
Mm-hmm.
We are toy hunting on Saturday
In areas that I do not toy hunt regularly.
This is going to be fun. I haven't been there. It's been a couple of years since I've been on that side of the lake. And then Sunday we are Dungeons and Dragons. I wish we could live stream that. I so wish we could live stream that, but we can't. Then Monday, we are at the Ron store for the Ron. The Ron. I guess that's the pinnacle of the Ron. And then that night, yeah, there's a live stream that night, which I think we'll be involved in. And then on Tuesday, there is the RonCon 2 Joe Fest live stream, which I believe we will be participating in as well. So a couple of live streaming events for you guys to look out for. Monday, June 16th, Swamp Thing returns, commentary live stream. That's going to be on the Go Figure channel. Our friend Adam at Go Figure. We'll put a link to that in the description. And then again, on Tuesday, it'll be another one at Go Figure with all of our new friends that we're going to meet this weekend. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, Josh got a good point. The following Sunday, he'll be at Joe Fest.
Joe Fest the following weekend.
Yeah.
I want all the pictures. Want to see all the pictures, man. Tell us about your convention going adventure. Convention adventure? Conventure. That's what we're going to call it. Tell us about your conventures.
There you go.
That'll be fun. All right. Is there anything you would like to touch on before we say goodnight?
I don't think so. I think that pretty much covers it.
All right. That about does it for me as well then. Super fun tonight as always. And looking forward to getting back to Black and Black series, which, like I said, we'll take this weekend off because we are away at a convention. And we'll pick it up the following Sunday. Random Fandom, same time next week.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't conflict with.
It
might. We don't know.
It might. If not, then you'll have to watch us on somebody else's channel,
or maybe on Wednesday. Because it can be random.
We can always push. Yeah, exactly. It's in the title. It's in the title. All right, everybody. That's it for me. And I guess we'll see you on the next one. As always, whatever your thing is, fan on. And for Fandom Power, my name is Wes.
I'm Andy.
We'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.